welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video. Yes, if you're looking right now at your LCD, you will see a Caucasian man. Some people, they are white people, and it's a police officer. His name is Brian Simonson, a NYPD detective. I will say NYPD name, it means New York Police Department detective, and you know them said they are one of the finest in the world. And he was killed, you know, during a robbery committed by a Jamaican. Goes by the name of Jagger Freeman and another man. So you know how it is with Jamaicans. Wherever, you know, anything that Jamaicans are doing, they have to do their best. If they are committing crime, they have to be the best robbers, and so on and so forth. Some Jamaicans who have migrated and come to America with only one intention of getting rich. Because, you know, it's the thing that has been broadcast to the Jamaican people that America is milk and honey, and you know, the movies, all, you know, watching the movies and seeing, especially people getting rich out of crime in America, you know. But what they do not understand is that it's movies, because at the end of the day, people have to answer for what they have done. And even the killings that they would see, you know, people, you know, shutters in movies, and they will be like, hey, and cheering and stuff like that. They don't understand that all of these things are just made up things, because at the end of the day, there's law enforcement, there's investigation, and there's a system. So everything that they're seeing on the movie is just on the screen, on the TV screen, or in the theater or whatever. All of these things are just illusion. They are not real. It don't happen. It don't happen in real life where people get away with their crimes. So most Jamaicans, I should say some, not most, some Jamaicans, but you know, in life, you know, just one bad apple spoil the entire bunch. So you know, find it rotten, everybody say, boy, the entire apple are rotten. But it's not like that's not true, because look, there are many Jamaicans who live in the United States of America and other parts of the world who are law-abiding citizens who do not support criminality in any form. You understand? You know, people, Jamaicans might not have any problem with people who wants to do them little hustling, but once you're not involved in killing people or stuff like that, you know, you have people who have, you know, hustle. They don't involve in killing of others and you know, and so on and so forth. And they would, you know, make the money in the United States of America from their illicit activities, and then they would just return back to Jamaica and they become decent and law-abiding citizens. But now it's kind of hard for people to transition from that kind of lifestyle to the same in Jamaica, because money laundering laws and, you know, Peter Phillips, the art of this law, they say prove or lose. So if you cannot prove where you come by your wealth, you lose it. That's you know, that's, some people say it's a bad mind law. I kind of support it. I support the proof. I am totally against the prove and lose thing, because reason being, yes, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Reason being, well, you know, you have some people, you have people who gamble illegally. When I say gamble illegally, I'm not a gambler. You know, you have people where them gamble illegally and make tons of money from gambling. You understand? You know, and they live in America. You have a whole heap of illegal gambling house in America. So a man can gamble and get rich because that is his lifestyle. Him don't work. All him do is just gamble. So when these people gamble and save up their money, you know, that part prove or lose. But guess what now? All this thing becomes tricky now, because Uncle Sam do not play, you know. Although you're doing your activity, it's illegal. You're gambling and it's illegal, because you're supposed to. Uncle Sam wants you to go to the licensed gambling house to do your gambling. But although you're doing it, you're illegal gambling and making money. You see, once you pay your taxes, Uncle Sam have no problem with that. From you pay your taxes, and that's where the sticky point come in, and you know, you have to draw the line. So people who are doing illegal things like illegal gambling or whatever, once you pay your taxes, you understand, Uncle Sam not have a problem with you making money and them thing, but Uncle Sam want fee him. Because Uncle Sam not like entire thief and him and them thing there. Serious thing that. So we continue the journey now with this Jamaican man. His name is Jagger Freeman, and he's convicted for the murder of, you know, NYPD detective Brian Simonson. And we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel want to offer our deepest condolences to his family. You know, because we know losing a loved one is very hard, because I've experienced it. But especially on a violent, you know, when it comes on to a violent situation where someone has been shot. So this man now, you know, Jagger Freeman, yeah, so, you know, he was arrested and charged with murder, and he was found guilty in the friendly fire shooting of NYPD detective Brian Simonson. So Brian, Jamaican resident, Jagger Freeman. This is the first time I heard of a Jamaican name, Jagger. Legal name. I know them have Jagger B and Jagger P. You know, him have a child with Willie Agat's wife, and yeah, something like that. Yeah, but that is not his real name. You know, that is just dancehall thing, Jagger B. So Jagger Freeman was found guilty of murder in the friendly fire and killing of NYPD detective Brian Simonson in 2019. A Jamaican resident, you know, was found guilty for the killing of which occurred in February 2019. So Jagger Freeman is 28, and June 13 was convicted of murder, robbery, assault, and other crimes for his role in a cell phone store robbery that resulted in the death of Detective Simonson. According to Queen District Attorney Melinda Katz, a second NYPD officer was also wounded when uniformed police officers responded to the scene and multiple rounds were fired. Yes, hey, look, you see that one tricky thing now with detective and uniform police. Uniform police, hey, you see from them see you with a gun and them don't know you, yeah, get bullet, you know, that's how them say them will kill you. That a lot of that happening in Jamaica, it's called death by misadventure. Especially when we used to have beat and foot police, and beat and foot police, you know. These were young police officers from the Jamaican Police Academy, you know, and them the play, you know. Yeah, man, them the play. I remember, I'm looking at his face right now, you know, but I'm trying to remember his name. He was the first one from Wallace King's batch, that are Earl Waters batch, that killed a policeman downtown. Yes, a Friday. I'm looking at the guy right now, and I just can't remember his name. You know, a broad-faced guy. Yeah, but I think maybe, you know, going on, I'll remember his name. Yes, and he's the first one to kill, from that batch, to kill a policeman downtown. I don't remember. Honestly, I just looking at, but I don't remember his name right now. So we'll continue the journey. So worst case scenario for you know, for this man, you know, a jury rendered a verdict after a 5-year trial of deliberation. Freeman's co-defendant Christopher Ransom pleaded guilty in October to aggravated manslaughter and robbery, and is serving 33 years in prison. So you see the other man now, him a Jamaican too, Well, hey, it's true because he know what time it is. He make sure plead guilty, He no bother play with the government because he know Uncle Sam them operating, You understand? Because them people, when they come on to police, police are God in America. I tell people that all the time, It's not like Jamaica, like how them kill the police down by Sandy Bay, and it's like, that's 90 one done. Back in my time, it was a total different thing. You understand? So according to court records, on the night of February 12, 2019, Ransom and Freeman arrived at the T-Mobile store on 120th Street in Richmond Hill. Ransom entered the store brandishing a black pistol and ordered 2 employees to surrender cash and merchandise from the store backroom. Ransom was still inside the store when police from the 102nd precinct in Richmond Hill arrived at the scene. Ransom pointed his gun, which appeared accurate, at the police, who fired their weapons in response. An NYPD investigation found that 7 police officers fired 42 shots from both sides of the store. Simonson, a 19-year veteran of the NYPD who spent his entire career at 102nd Precinct, was struck in the chest and died while he was transported in an unmarked car to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center. But when rest in peace still, detective. So Simonson had been representing his precinct rank and file during the union meeting on the day he was killed. Mayor de Blasio later said the detective could have called it a day and gone home, but he rushed to the T-Mobile store when the call came in. A second officer, Sergeant Matthew Gorman, was seriously injured with bullet wound to his left leg, and Ransom was struck 8 times in the crossfire. Freeman of Merrick Avenue was found guilty of murder in the 2nd degree, robbery in the 1st and 2nd degree, assault in the 2nd degree, and grand larceny in the 3rd and 4th degree. The jury has spoken. The defendant's actions set in motion a terrible chain of events that began with an armed robbery in progress and resulted in the tragic loss of Detective Brian Simonson, as well as Sergeant Matthew Gorman being shot in the leg. Katz said, "We express our condolences to Detective Simonson's family and hope today's verdict brings them a measure of closure." Freeman did not fire a shot. Just listen, Freeman did not fire a shot that night, but on the New York felony murder statute, he was held responsible for causing Simonson death while committing a felony. So it's a thing they call common design acting in concert. I see him thing back in Jamaica. You have to fire a shot from all of you, leave, conspire to commit a crime, and something happen, everyone is responsible. So not because they did not shoot the policeman, but in Jamaica, in Jamaica, he would be free. The only thing they would convict him for is a robbery, because they would say that, because the lawyer them at the Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. The lawyer them would be arguing that, well, the bullet that comes from Detective Simonson's body is not from the gun of the accused man, because this gun ballistic prove that it's from police officers who came on the scene and were firing their guns at these men. So that's how it is, and them would not convict them. The prosecutor would even charge them for murder. That's how it is in Jamaica. So we continue the journey. You understand? So the law is clear that in New York, if you commit a violent crime that results in the death of a police officer or someone in public they protect, it is murder. NYPD Commissioner Keechant Swill said, "The jury followed the evidence presented and delivered justice for our New York City hero. We are grateful for their service and the hard work of the prosecutors." And look now, you see the difference now. You see in Jamaica now, when a police is dead, a celebration, you know. But you see in America, when they kill a police, the community mourns. You understand? It's not like when them kill all the police and unspace the people, them rejoice and all them things, and all, you understand, in time all the earths are drive with all them body, you know, a funeral there, yeah man, appear, that's how it is. In America, even criminal mourning time police dead, because they know what time it is. In Jamaica now, man, all politicians rejoice. Yeah, man, all politicians. Yeah, we have politicians in Jamaica who hate police with passion. Especially Dr. Peter Phillips, Peter Bunting and all them. Got all of the PMP them. Because everything that they have been doing from Michael Manley win 1989 is to destroy the police force. And they have successfully done it. They decimated it. And now the Labour right, them trying to fix it. Not knowing that they were conned by them. Because you have to understand, you know, Bruce Golding was not Labour right, you know. He was an opportunist. And because he hate police too. People are opportunists normally are criminal. You know. Anything goes, you know, what's in it for me? You understand? So that's why we get the Indicom Act. And that's where we are right now in Jamaica with crime. You understand? So Queens, yeah, that's when we say Queens, we're not talking about Queens Council, we're talking about Queens in New York. Queens Supreme Court Justice Kenneth Holder, who presided at the trial, set the sentencing for June 30th this year. At the time, Freeman faces up to 25 years to life in prison. Jagaman set out to commit a violent robbery in February 2019. Detective Endowment Association Paul D. Komono said, if not his and Christopher Ransom action, Detective Brian Simonson would be alive today. They planned together, went to the scene of crime together, and now together will be behind bars where they belong. We said we would not rest until there was justice, O'Brien, our union, delegate and era in the courtroom, and forever we stand with his family. So June 13 conviction include robbery in the 2nd degree and grand larceny in the 3rd degree to Freeman's participation in a separate cell phone stone robbery on February 8, 2019, shortly before the midnight on February 12, 2019. Jagger Freeman sat in a Queen's hotel and typed in a question in his cell phone browser. Can a perp charged with murder if a cop kill another cop by accident? Yeah, man, and that's happened. Then you plan it, you know. So he's asking that on Google. But when I know say Google, Uncle Sam control Google, so you understand. That's a footprint where, so that's the evidence where them using in the court, you know. That's one of the exhibit. You understand? So, you know, so Jagaman, yeah, man. So yeah, so Jagaman now, you know, the day now when they were sentencing Jagaman. Yeah, man, Jagaman, the Jamaican, you know, he had a Jamaican in him, broke down in tears. Yeah, man, broke down in tears as police tried to take him out of court on Monday, according to the New York Post. For murder though, Freeman said, I didn't do this shit. Yeah, man, I ball him, because I know how it's going on. But you kill police, and you got, hey, remember me tell him, man, a different time when him got work house, you know. But prosecutors in Queens, New York, blame Freeman and co-defendant, then Christopher Ransom, 30, for creating the situation where Simonson, a 19-year veteran of the force, died. They robbed a T-Mobile store in Richmond Hill neighborhood on February 8, 2019, according to Queens District Attorney's Office. Authorities said Ransom had a fake gun and ordered two employees to give up cash and merchandise from the back room. Ransom was still inside the business place when police officers responded to the scene, prosecutors said. Ransom pointed his gun, which appeared real at the time, and the police officers who destroyed their weapon in response. One of the officers shot Simonson in the torso. Every day I wake up and I still can't believe it's true. Widow Leon Simonson told WABC in a February 2020 report on Brian's death. She remembered her husband in glowing terms. He had a smile that lit up the room, and I tell you, people just gravitated towards him. She said, I just missed him a ton. Sergeant Matthew Gorman survived a wound to the left leg. Ransom, who was shot 8 times while the police pleaded guilty. him smart, you know, and ex-Jamaican, you know, because him know the system go, and him get 33 years. So here our boy now, him know, him say him innocent, you know, because he never do nothing, you know, although him in part of a robbery. So, you know, so here now, honestly, I thought with the way that the jurors had been out last week, and any question they were asking, they were gonna find me not guilty of murder, not guilty of things related to Gorman and to Simon say. That's what his attorney said, you know, according to sources in the court. But I did think that they would find him guilty of other charges with regards to the robbery. So his lawyer now, you know, I say, you know, Jaggerman lawyer, Jagger Freeman lawyer, I say, boy, we never know so they would have convict for murder, because him never fired a shot. And him not even, he wasn't even present when he was there. So who you think Troy man I boss? Christopher Ransom, Troy man I boss, they man I get the 8 shot in them say, oh, you think me I go to prison by myself? Now so you have to come side to how we plan this robbery and them thing there. You understand? So him, you know, so he must say, boy, him innocent. Yeah. Him plan the robbery with the man, you know, text message and everything is there. Him plan the robbery with the other man because, you understand, probably T-Mobile store them. You know, and when Chris get the shot the man him thing there, why him not pray that's Chris dead? But remember that Christopher Ransom had his phone, you know, with all of the information, the text messages from his phone. So that's why, you know, him start worrying and him think that, you know, hotel type. You understand? Yeah, man. Oh, you see, as Chris can't talk, man. Hey, Chris does start DJ and tell the police them everything. I say, oh, me I got a prisoner without you, you know, me and you plan this. You understand? So all they hear them, I say, oh, bad man are not informer. I biggest informer them. You understand? So Jaggerman got join Christopher Ransom in a workhouse. You understand? And, you know, so the jury had spoken. You know, so the defendant action set in motion a terrible change of event that began with an armed robbery. You know, so he's he's one of the co-conspirators. You understand? You know, so Jagger thought that he could have outsmarted the system in the United States of America. What he doesn't know that in America, police are royalty. It's not like Jamaica, where you can kill a policeman and you get away with it. No, in America it's different. You kill a policeman in America, you have to pay. You have to pay the consequences, and that's how it is. You understand? So no sympathy for Jaggerman. I hope you're dead in a prison. Although him name Freeman. Yeah, I hope you're dead in a prison because you got the opportunity to live in the United States of America. You came here, all you have to do is do the right thing. No, you want fast money. How much money you can get at a T-Mobile store? Right now in this day and age and everything, there's no paper money that even circulate that much in America anymore. Everything is done online, electronics. You understand? So I don't know what to do. You come here before you come to America. All you have to do, just do the right thing. Work as everyone else, as you know. Apart from the thief in Jamaica and the criminals them, like the charge of badness and them boss and all the other people them who come here and you understand, and them come and say boy them want to run place. You can't run this place because there's a zinc fence here, and as much as the black people them criminal minded as any little thing, trust me, they might first one for flip on you because them know it going on. Who get the first bite of the apple get the better part of the apple. So as much as they hear man I say, hey man now sit. Oh, Yankee, I quickest one them for snitch because them now go to prison or doing a long term for no guy. Because they know say them go to prison, nobody now put no money upon them commissary card. So Jagger, Freeman, yeah man, I hope you enjoy your stay there and I hope you die in a prison. Yeah man, we said that at the Jamaica Young Police channel. Our deepest condolences to Brian Simon's family and the rest of the New York Police Department. Because without the police, at them guys here that run the community, that's why we don't like criminals. We hate them with a passion. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.